I hope this is the start of a new beginning for this section in Gloversville. For the last 18 months, I've had the pleasure of working with Ken Carney, Carney Realty and Development Group. We're very fortunate, as the Carney Group is one of the most sought-after developers in upstate New York. We're extremely fortunate that he is in here in Gloversville. Carney Group is one of New York State's leading mixed-income developers with very successful projects in the town of East Fishkill, town of Somers, city of Peekskill, city of Beacon, and the city of Poughkeepsie. The Carney Group is committed to sustainable development where the projects that are fully compliant on a green building initiative of New York State. The Energy Efficient Initiative is NYSERDA compliant and LEED certified. But we're here to talk about the project. I'd like to introduce Ken Carney, come up and talk about the project we have at hand right here.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. My name is Ken Carney. I'm partners with my son, Sean Carney. We are developers in the Hudson Valley. About 6 years ago, I thought I was slowing down. My son took over the business, and he walked in the office one day. He says, "I have a great model for downtown revitalization." And I said, "What's that?" He says, "I want to combine a mixture of middle-income apartments with artist housing. We can do this." A friend of mine said, "Hey, I want you to take a ride up to Gloversville." He said, I think this city your model would work very well in Gloversville." We drove around, and we identified a couple of key areas that we felt that our model, if done properly, could help connect a couple different areas of the city. For example, where we're standing now. You look at Main Street. Main Street has tremendous bones. Tremendous bones. Beautiful, beautiful buildings. You have the old Glove Theater. You look at this vacant church here. It's crying out to become some type of public space or a restaurant or a brewery. And then we have our park over here. And in the middle, we have this parcel. And we have to link it. We need to link there to there and get synergy, create the synergy, and see the foot traffic. So what we're proposing here today is Glove City Lofts. Glove City Lofts hopefully will be a two-phase project. The second phase is many, many years out, but the first phase will be approximately 70 to 75 units of a mix of artist, middle income, and some workforce housing units, but primarily artist units. Should we go?
Let's do it.
Okay. There's a rendering. We've modeled this after a project that's under construction in Poughkeepsie called Crown Square. My son actually designed this. All the money I spent for college, I guess it paid off. But we're thrilled to be here. I've worked with Ron and the mayor and James for the last 18 months. It's been a process. This is a convoluted, transaction here. Ron was able to thread a lot of needles and get us here. But now that we're here and now that we have site control, we're stepping off the curb. We're going to move forward. We're going to work with the planning board to get the necessary approvals, and then work very, very hard to get the necessary funding, because that's the critical piece here. But this is a proven model that we've been successful with in New York State and with New York State Homes and Community Renewal. And again, I'm thrilled to be here, and I appreciate you welcoming me, Mayor, and Ron and James, and thank you.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
I just want to talk about the impact of this on Gloversville and on our efforts to revitalize the city. The biggest real obstacle to urban revitalization is the devastation of the built environment over the years of decline. And so, our focus has always been on, the reestablishment of our neighborhoods, stabilization, elimination of substandard housing, and the redevelopment of our former industrial sites in the city. In the middle of the decline in the 70s, you had urban renewal, which was a kind of a misguided effort to try to revitalize the city by tearing things down and making it suburbanized. So what you're looking at, I mean, look where we're standing here. And if you look over to that, to my left, your right, you're going to see the Farmers Market Pavilion over there. 14 years ago, we were building that pavilion in the middle of that parking lot over there. And Jim Strickland was the guy who was putting it together, and we were doing it with volunteer labor. And on one day, Dave Horning was excavating the piers for the pillars to that project. And of course, as you know, you have to go at least 4 feet down, and you put the cement in there, you know, to get below the frost line. And suddenly, he stops the excavation. He hits solid granite, this granite foundation. He goes, "There's a granite foundation there." So Strickland says, "What do you expect, Dave? There used to be a city here." There used to be a city here. The built environment, the buildings that foster our efforts and our creativity, you know, the public spaces between those buildings that inspire us, that connect the community to what's going on inside the buildings, all of that has been devastated. And this project is not a major step forward. It is the major step forward in redeveloping our city. So at this point in time, the new Gloversville starts right now, right here. All of the things that we've been working on for the last several years are coming to fruition starting now. And so we're going to be able to rebuild that city. There used to be a city here. There's going to be a city here again. And that city is going to be better than it's ever been before. And I just want to thank Ken Carney. I mean, he's got the vision. As when you listen to him, you realize that he's not just building a building here to make money. He's redeveloping the entire synergy of the downtown. The built environment is the scaffolding that we stand on to build our community. And that scaffolding is about to be able to be rebuilt based on this. And I'm really confident that we're going to be able to get the grant funding to be able to do that because we work together. And I really want to thank Ron Peters and CRG because the partnership between the City of Gloversville and CRG has been so productive over the past 4 or 5 years. You know, we have been able to work together like we've never been able to do before. And so I'm very confident that this is the beginning of the new Gloversville. A Gloversville that's going to be better than it's ever been in the past. Thanks.
Thank you.